back to Lotus Crochet Night Show. I am super happy to have you here today. So come on in and get in where you fit in, because I've always got room right around my table for you, your friends, and your frenemies. So go ahead, like, share, start a watch party, run and tell somebody that Lotus Crochet Ignites is hot on the box. I'm going to encourage you, grab your notebook and grab your pen, because I always say note takers are money makers and note takers are change makers. Hey, we got Shelly Dobo Johnson on the show tonight. Get ready to take them notes, baby. Woo! Hey, Shelly Dobo in the house. Woo! Shelly Dobo in the house. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to the show. This is your girl, Lotus Crochet, with the Lotus Crochet Ignite Show. And tonight, I got a fantastic show for you. Doing what? What? That's what I said. Surviving marriage. That's right. We're going to talk to you tonight about some shortcuts and some practical ways to survive marriage. So many people out there today are going through a lot in their relationship. Heck, the pandemic came and just wreaked havoc because we had to be in the house with the ones we love that sometimes get on our nerves. But and that includes the children. I'm not just talking about the spouses. So, because we married to our children too, or to people that we're keeping in our care. We married to them too. And sometimes they get on our nerves. Okay, thank you, God. Sometimes we get on their nerves too. So if you get on their nerves or they get on your nerves, give them some love. Give them some love and put an L in the comment block. Put an L in the comment block. Send them some love. So tonight, as you come on in and get in where you fit in. You know why? Because I've got room around my table for you to come on in and get in where you fit in. And tonight, I got a fantastic guest. She is going to talk to us. I mean, she going to get down with the get down. She gonna get that. And look, y'all, first of all, I know y'all wondering, Lolo, where is the notepad? Here it is. Go ahead, get your notepad and your pen, because I say it, note takers are money makers, honey, and note takers are also change makers. Change makers. If you want a better life, you want to do something better, you want to make your relationship better, it takes teamwork. But it also takes taking notes, because tonight Shelly Dobo is going in. And so look, I'm gonna just get right on it. Give y'all time to come on in and get in where you fit in, because Lotus Crochet is hot on the box. That's right. And I'm bringing inspiration to every nation. So when you come in, go ahead and let us know where you coming in from, because we're gonna start this show. But before we start the show, I know y'all want to know what's in my cup tonight, because you want to sit back, get right, and get tight. So go ahead and get your cup, and I'll let you know what's in my cup, and we're going to take a sip together. Tonight, I have some water in my cup. Get you an Ignite cup and get you some too. Ooh, nothing like some good old water. Y'all ever notice when you get some water? Now, it's better to have water that is like kind of lukewarm, because it's easier to digest. But I have cold water, and I typically don't drink a lot of cold water. I like my water lukewarm because it's easier to digest. But honey, you ever drink some water? I gotta take another sip, y'all. And you do that. See that? That just happened. You saw that? You see that? You know it's good when you do that. So look, I'm so happy everybody here. Go ahead, like, share, start a watch party. Like, share, start a watch party, and run and tell somebody, because I'm getting ready to go backstage and get my guest in a quick minute. But before I go get my guest, we're going to pay a couple of the bills, because we have some serious sponsors in the house tonight. So our first sponsor tonight is none other than what? Yes. We have the remarkable, amazing company called Rugger Wellness, and they're going to share some interesting things about what they do to stay in business and help people all around the world to live their best life. Now, and then we're going to also hear from one of our other sponsors. Yeah. So I said what I had to say. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and I'll be right back to you. Get my Azumio. Y'all know how I do it. I get my Azumio because it's hydrogenized water. It actually hydrates your cells. So if you're sick or if you're overcoming any type of illness, it helps your body help itself to do what it needs to do. And so don't forget, ladies and gentlemen all over the world, if you're trying to get your business out there, if you're trying to be seen, don't forget to get with the ladies at Pro Network, where you can network with the pros. You're an entrepreneur and you are ready to live the dream in 2021? Well, come on and get on board with the visibility strategist herself, the CEO of Unity in Service, where people need people, the phenomenal Patricia Rogers, as she presents Entrepreneurs Living the Dream 2021. It's an online event that you don't want to miss. There will be several opportunities for public speakers. Public TEDx speakers. You heard it right. Public TEDx speakers. Starting on February 25th, 2021, June 24th, 2021, October 21st, 2021, April 22nd, 2021, and August 26th, 2021. You don't want to miss this. Get at her at info@patriciarogers.com, info@patriciarogers.com, where Unity in Service, where people need people. All right, and we are back. Look, folks, I see y'all streaming in. So come on and stream in. And as we get started to bring my guest in, I want to share some secret sauce with y'all. Don't tell her I told y'all this. But check this out. I said to her, look, Miss Shelly Dobo, what going on? I said, what is your song? What's your favorite song? And she told me. So I want to know how many of y'all remember this song. Hey, ho! I got Shelly Dobo on my show tonight. Y'all know who this is, right? Everybody get in the movie. And no, we don't own the rights to this song, but this is Square Biz. And we about to get right down to some Square Biz tonight with my girl, Shelly Dobo. So come on in, and get in where you fit in. That's right. Yeah, y'all like how I start that party. I got that from DJ Mike J. That's right. So what can I say? I see y'all coming in. So when you come on in and get in where you fit in, because I've always got room around my table for you. And with no further ado, I'm going backstage to get my girl, Shelly Dobo. Now, if you done came in and you haven't told me where you're at and where you're coming from, what are you waiting for? Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know who you are. Some people say who you is, like Square Biz. So look, I'm going backstage to get my girl, Shelly Dobo, and we going to start the show. Be right back. Hey, welcome back to the Night Show. have here today. So come on in and get in where you fit in. Because I've always got room right around my table for you, your friends, and frenemies. So go ahead, like, share, start a watch, share, tell somebody that loves to shade night is hot on the box. I'm going to encourage you to grab your notebook and grab your pen. Because I always say, note takers are money makers, and note takers are change makers. What's good, Miss Shirley Dobo?
Well, hello, Dr. Lucas. How are you?
I am doing great. I'm super duper happy to have you on the show.
Yes.
We gave people time to come in so they can get in where they fit in and listen. I am super duper happy that you're here. We got some folks already hot on the box. So let's go ahead and get in where we fit in and let's see who's on the show tonight. I'll take one, you take the other. You read what's going on and I'll read what's going on. Can we do that?
I think we can.
I think we can. I see somebody right here and I'm going to let you read it first. Who we got?
Well, you know what? I have here, I probably need my glasses. Angela. I think I need to get my glasses. Hold on.
It's all right. Angela from DC. While she going to get her glasses, y'all hang with me. Guess what? Go ahead, Shelly. Get what you got to get so we can get in where we fit in. No worries. I love it. No worries.
I'll apologize.
No. Don't apologize. Because look, as long as you've been married. I was telling my viewers that she might get me, y'all, if I tell her that I told y'all she been married before dirt was created. But but
that's all right.
As long as you've been married and as long as you've been in the music business, oh my gosh, you can get bifocals, you can get trifocals. I don't care what you get, you here, and that's what's super duper important because you come to bring wisdom to us, wisdom and knowledge, and we're so grateful that you're here and that you're here to share your love with us. So we so appreciate you. So don't even worry about that. So with no further ado, we're gonna go right to the next person. So we have Tamika Bedell in the house. She said hello, Tamika from Springfield, Missouri.
That's my niece.
Now look, hey niece, how you doing? Now look, for those of you that don't know, this is my friend from, oh wow, I got some music playing in the back. It's trying to go live on me. Hold up. So listen, this is my friend from Texas by way of, can y'all hear that music in the back? Or is it just me? You hear that, Shelly?
Just a little bit, not much.
All right, let me see if I can stop it. It just want to come up and do its own thing, y'all. It's playing Shelly's intro. I'm cool with it though. I'm cool with it. I had to silence the lambs. I don't know what's going on. But look, this is my friend Shelly, and she is all the way from Texas by way of Missouri. Am I saying that right?
Springfield, Missouri, born and raised.
Missouri. Okay. So let me see if I can remove this from here. Because it's like it want to show out. So okay. I say let's let it show out.
That's right.
Here we go. Here we go. Ho, ho, ho. It want to play, so we gonna play with it, y'all. Yeah, this my girl, Shelly Dobo from Dallas, Texas, by way of Missouri. She's the author, she's a songwriter, she's a music producer. That's right. Y'all got it. That's right. It wanted to show out. So look, I show out with it. I don't even play. I show out with it. So look, we see y'all coming in. We see y'all. Tamika, thank you for being here. That's what I'm talking about, family and love. Now look, I
Yes.
gotta come out the box right away with some secret sauce. Tonight, when Shelly and I were talking, she said, Dr. Lotus, you know, my daughter helped me get on. Shelly was in the studio before I was in the studio. I usually like to bring my guests in 30 minutes early. She was in earlier than that. And I said to her when I saw her, I said, I love the chair that you're sitting in. My address is, right? I tried to get the chair. But
Yes.
Sabretta Johnson is here. This is her daughter, y'all. Give it up for Sabretta. Woo,
Woo!
woo!
She be coming in. Yes.
That's right. Because she made sure her mother was right and tight
Yes.
for the show tonight. And so she came, she relaxed, she cool, she chill, because we gonna roll up our sleeves. She wore short sleeves because she about to get down to business. So who else we got tonight?
We have Denise Hurst too.
All right,
Denise
that's my
Hurst.
best friend. That's one of my best friends. We was in the military together. She know how to come in. She's in from Chicago. She got her coffee in her hands. And here is Tammy Pace, my god sister's here, all the way from North Carolina. Tammy, you know how you need to be coming in the house. You know, mommy say, shut that door. What y'all been born in the barn or what? But anyway, Tammy is here. And then we got Nikki Hammer from Chi-Town. She said, hey, Chi-Town, welcome and nice to meet you. Diva from Chicago. That's what I'm talking about. So look, Tanya said, wait, let me back up because I'm about to come in the house, right? Dallas, Texas. What's going on? How you doing? We're so happy to have you. And let me tell you what the diva from Chicago do. She called people out. Hillary Gooden, she calling her in. Yolanda Carter, she calling her in. And Ernie Betzel Sr., hey, said, I'm here, Shelly. What's going on? And Renee Fizzle Gore said, my Aunt Shelly looking amazing. So if she's looking amazing to y'all, put a number 2 in the comment block below and let me get a woo woo. That's what I'm talking about. So Ernie, where you coming in from? Let us know. And Gerard, all the way from the Philippines, is here with us. Happy to have you here. Anna Louise Bedell Smith, what's going on? We happy to have you here. What can I say? Springfield, Missouri. Ernie know how to come in the house. And then Victoria Ann Johnson is here. She said, that's what I'm talking about. Look who else we have. Sarah Beth, all the way from the Philippines, is here. Where you at, Sarah Beth? I see you. There you go, right there. All right. Ada, what's going on? Ada got her 2 in there, and so should you. Put your 2 in there. Now look, we got people all over the place coming in. Let me tell y'all about Frank Johnson. What's going on, Frank Johnson?
Hi,
I just saw you. Look, we got people streaming in from all over the world. Let me tell y'all about my mother right quick. My mother came and called. See, I think we must be related, Shelly.
I think so
too. My mother was called the house 6:30. Okay, where we gonna be at in Zoom? My mother show up 6:30 to be there for 8 o'clock for real. She if she say she coming, she can depend on her. So hey, mom, I love you. I'm happy that you're here. Lexington, Kentucky. See, that's what I'm talking about. Ada know how to come in. Jade Marie from Australia. Good to see you. Happy to have you here. Dr. the Colonel. Dr. Margaret Fournier. Dr. Margaret Fournier, let us know where you're coming in from. And we got to get you on Dr. Margaret Fournier's show as well. So look, this is my friend, Shelly Dobo, and we're going to let you know that we're about to get this party right and tight. So, Shelly.
Yes.
I share with people who you are. Yeah, I gotta bring it down some, y'all. She got me excited. She did this. She shared her Tina Marie song with me. So, you know. So listen, I share with people that you're from Texas by way of Missouri. Yes. Am I saying that right? Missouri. Okay, because some people say Missouri, some people say Missouri. I want to make sure that I got Missouri and Marie right. So I know you're gonna get me tight. So, I'm saying it right. So tonight I've shared with people that you are an author. You're a songwriter. You've been in the music industry for as long as dirt was.
Over 30 years. Over 30
Over
years.
30 years.
Yes.
So, and I know y'all, she only looked 25. What can I say? She take care of herself. So
Thank you.
for over 30 years, you've been in the music industry.
Yes.
You've been writing music for people. And now you got this new book. And we're going to talk about the book tonight because a lot of what we're talking about tonight is coming from the book. But before we even go there, I want you to
Yes.
take this moment to spotlight a little bit more about you. Not a little, you can spotlight as much as you like because we're gonna be on the show as long as you like tonight because we write and write. Okay. So
So
Shelly, will you
sweet.
tell people a little bit more about who you are?
Yes, Dr. Lotus. First, I want to say thank you so much for inviting me on your show. I'm so excited. My
Well, you
book,
know you welcome.
yes, yes. My book states a lot about me and also who I am. And it also gives you all the insights about who I am. But I am a proud mother, and I am a wife, and I am a grandmother. But what I wanted to do tonight is tell everybody how proud I am about being a business owner. And that is the most important thing I want to say. I'm an owner. I started a business with my niece in 1999. Shelly Dobo Voice and Dance. And we had dance, vocal, we had stomp, we had sign language, and we had piano. And that's where it all begun. It began in 1999. And I'm also a founder of M3 Music. And M3 Music is a group of producers and also a group of songwriters that we come together and we produce artists. And the third business I have is my nonprofit, which is the Joy of Music and Movement, and it's an arts integration program. And we are inside of the Dallas and Fort Worth schools, and also we're located in New Orleans. So that was the main thing I wanted to share with everyone out there. Just believing in yourself, know your worth, jump off
Wow, jump
that
off.
boat, okay? And believe what God has placed inside of you. And that's what I had to do. I had to come home and tell my husband 2016 that I was about to jump into the sea and I was leaving the
Wow.
corporate life. And I
Wow.
was going to do what I wanted to do. And when the book came in, that was the surprise to me. Yes.
Definitely. So look, we gonna get right into it. So thank you for sharing with our audience a bit more about you. But y'all got to get some tea and sit with her really to learn more about her because she will crack you up. She is funny as all get out, but she is smart as a whip, honey. Smart as a whip.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm
So
so excited
you're
tonight.
welcome. You're welcome. So listen, we are discussing shortcuts and practical ways to survive marriage, which is her book. And when we promoted the broadcast, we just said surviving marriage. Now, this afternoon, I was talking to some folks overseas, Shelly.
Okay.
One of them, I don't know if she's here yet, but I know the other one is already here. And they said, a shortcut to marriage, it ain't no shortcut. I said, well, I'm going to tell Shelly that tonight. So if you want, you better say it. So if we hear that from somebody, I'm not even going to give their name away because she's married too. And, when you get into a little squabble with your mate, they're like, no, it's no
Absolutely.
shortcut. And even for those who are not married, but you have long-term partners, it's a marriage in and of itself. So
Yes.
tonight, Shelly's going to give us some tips about how to survive. So what I wanted to ask you, because you do so much for so many, and you just said all the other stuff you do. What inspired you to come to the show? Because I mean, you hear the intro to my song, got me running. You be running.
You inspired me because I love how you help others. Number
Oh,
one,
thank you.
I love how you place your energy on enhancing someone else's life.
Mhm. Thank you.
And entrepreneurs need that. We need people like you that take us to another level. So that's why I was inspired to join your show, because I love how you are willing to help someone get to the next level and what it takes to
Yes.
get there. Your doors are open, your doors are wide open. And I
Thank you.
like that. And I love that because that's what I do. I want to
Yes.
educate. I want to make sure my artists understands when you get into this music business, you got to make sure you protect yourself. You just
Yes.
can't go in the studio and record a song and you haven't gotten the song copyrighted. You haven't gotten the song reference to protection, a BMI. It's so many steps that have to be taken before you can even place a song on a radio or even want to
Exactly.
place it on YouTube. So
Exactly.
that's my passion of what I do. I want to make sure that my clients, my artists come to me and they have full understanding what needs to be done before they take that main step. And my
So
brother taught me that. I learned all of that from my brother Joe Bedell. He makes
Joe
sure,
Bedell, hold up,
yes,
hold up.
Joe Bedell,
I gotta give Joe Bedell a shout out. Joe
Joe Bedell,
Badell.
yes.
All right, I got it. Let me make sure. So Joe, if you're listening, this is a shout out for you from your sister, because I think what she's basically saying is you are like the wind beneath her wings.
That's
So
just
shout
true.
out to Joe. So please go ahead, Shelly.
So and that was the main thing I wanted to do because we have so many artists that comes to M3 Music and they have their original music, um, but their branding is not equal to what they need for them to get out there to become that full artist.
Right. And so
So that's what M3 does. We do the music producing part and also the songwriting. I've been writing music for a very long time with my nephew, Gary Bedell, from the age of 9.
wow.
He taught me the formula of writing music. And so it's a family affair.
Yes, it
All
is.
my
Yes,
all
it is.
my background is a family affair. Everything that I have regarding to the talent, the gift that has been given to me. I was born and raised in a very strong background of music, arts, and entertainment.
Wow. That's amazing. So
Yes.
you said something that really hit home for me. Because first you talked about your brother, then you talked about um your cousin,
My
cousin
nephew Gary
your nephew
Bedell.
Gary Bedell.
Yeah,
But
I had two
you
powerful
said
nephews in music.
you said it's a family affair.
Yes.
So for those of you that know what I'm talking about, it's a
Yes.
family affair. Go on and cut a step.
Yeah.
That's right. This the intro, y'all. Yeah. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. See how she
Yes.
come in the house? It's a family affair. And so
Yes.
that's really important because a lot of times you get in this business
Yes.
and you don't know what to do. But when you have family and blood relationships, not always family. Sometimes people who are not your blood relationships become your family,
Yes.
but they helped you along the way. And that moves me. We talked a little bit about what inspires you to do what you're doing, but let's go back to question 3. What
Okay.
inspired you to become the woman you are? Because let's face it, you are that lady.
Oh, to God be the glory.
So
I
who
appreciate that.
inspired you besides your brother, besides your nephew? um I know your mom is probably looking on, your dad, he may be looking on, and so I'm trying to make sure you don't get in trouble after the show. So who is if y'all know what I mean, put a number
Yes.
in the comment block below. So who inspired you on, on the real? Who inspired you?
I'm so glad that you stated my mom, because my mom is one. Because she was so graceful, and she have done such a great job with all her children. And there's another person inspired me as well. And that's my husband, because he has been behind me in regarding to stepping out and doing this. He always say, do what you love.
Yes.
Be you.
Yes. Yes. That's awesome.
Go after it. You know.
I know your husband's name because I got the book, but they don't.
Yes.
So,
yes.
So, what's your husband's name?
Zebedee. It's in the Bible. It means blessing. Zebedee.
Spell it.
Zebedee.
So, check this out. My nephew's name is Zebe. Zebe.
Oh, y'all call him Z? What y'all call him?
Z.
Okay, we call him Zeb. Now we call him short for Zeb. Zeb.
Yeah. Now, my uncle's name, we pronounced it Zeb.
Okay.
So,
yes.
How do you spell your husband's name?
Zebedee.
Oh, I like that. All right. So look, that's a rap artist name. Come on, we about to get Zebedee in the music business for real. I'll handle the contract now. I'm just messing with you.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to you, sir.
You out there, you know.
You know what it is.
That.
So
then
shout
I
out
one more person too.
Who we got
that I wanted to share? It was a lady back in my hometown. Her name is Jennifer Kenyon, and she ran the Girls Club. She was the executive director at the Girls Club.
Okay, so
she inspired me.
How are we spelling that? I don't want to spell it wrong. How do we spell that?
Jennifer. I know my family's rolling. Jennifer Kenyon. That's her name. But I was spelling Gen.
I think I got the Genevieve.
Jennifer Kenyon. Kinyon.
All right, I like that. So listen, Miss Genevieve Kenyon, if you are watching this, I hope we spelled this properly. Okay.
Oh, well, she's in heck. I apologize.
She is. Look, Miss Kenyon, Shelly on the show tonight, and we trying to get your name spelled right. If I don't spell it right, please forgive me. Please keep blessing us. If you see my dad, tell him I said hello. But we just want to let you know that even still down here on earth, Shelly Dobo appreciate Miss Genevieve. So that's awesome. That's awesome.
She has inspired so many of us from my hometown. When she walked in the Girls Club, she used to always say, "Look at these flowers." I mean, yes, nobody didn't want to come and help us on the south side. Well, excuse me, the north side, excuse me. But she came in, Dr. Lotus, and she taught us dance, sewing, cooking, knitting, you name it.
That's love.
I mean, I learned so much under her umbrella and her guidance.
That's love.
And so many of the ladies from my hometown, they will stay the same. They will, if they were here with me today, you wouldn't have been able to get us to stop talking about her. Wow. I mean, awesome woman.
And guess what? Tanya helped us with our spelling.
Thanks, Tanya.
So thank you so much. And Janelle said this show is fire. Well, thank you so much. Because guess what?
Another sister of mine.
We about to put her in the hot seat. Because guess what? You already got some questions. And Dr. the Colonel, Margaret Fournier, she's a colonel, y'all. So happy to have you here. She said another strong Black woman. Yes, she is.
Yes.
This is Shelly Dobo is a strong Black woman. So I wanna go ahead and say to you
Yes.
that it takes strong women and strong men to help produce strong women. And so I want to step right into this next question that
Okay.
we have for you. Really, I want to go back
Okay.
because you do so much for so many. But at the middle of the night, when you're tired, we just want to throw your hands up, I can't do no more. I just can't. What inspires you to keep doing what you do? Because it's not easy in the music industry.
That's correct. I share with my kids the important things that I do, and I ask them to do the same.
Mhm,
Um, I do a lot of prayer and a lot of meditation,
mhm,
and I have to
mhm,
because the challenges I have had
mhm.
in my life, personal challenges. So I had to keep feeding myself
All right.
positivity
Mhm.
so I can keep on
Keep it
taking
on.
that step and
Wow.
try my best to, when I feed myself positivity, I
Mhm.
can also feed it to others. But so
Amen.
that's what keeps me going, because I got to remember what you do,
Mhm.
what you do for others, that's what lasts. What you say, make sure what you say to them is going to help them, okay,
Exactly.
for their mission,
Exactly. Mhm.
for their mission,
Yes.
whatever what they have going on in their lives.
Wow.
So that's
Wow.
what keeps me. Prayer and meditation is a key for me.
Mhm.
And I say to anyone, it's
Mhm.
very important to do. Just take the time. And
Mhm.
if you don't do prayer and meditation, take the time to close your eyes and take some deep breathe, to take some deep breaths, some deep breathing from
Yes.
within. Blow, breathe in and out. USA, as they say. I don't know. Just do what needs
Exactly.
to be done, but makes it better for you. But
Amen.
prayer and meditation is the key for me.
Awesome. Prayer and meditation is the
Mm-hmm.
key, y'all. Prayer and meditation is the key. So
Mm-hmm.
listen, folks, if you're just joining the show, we got some fire and we just getting started, y'all. We haven't even started putting her in the hot seat yet because we about to put her in the hot seat because this lady has this awesome book called Shortcuts and Practical Ways to Survive in Marriage. And tonight we're going to give you some shortcuts and practical ways to survive marriage. But first, we had to figure out what's going on. We had to let her tell us a little bit more about herself because I told y'all she is the fire. Okay, so we're gonna take a break and pay some bills around here, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back, and then we're gonna get right into some questions. We getting ready to go where she hasn't been yet on the show. We going into this book, and we gonna ask her some secret sauce questions. And then we also going to take a question because I saw that Dr. Margaret Fournier, she said that she's going to be married. And she said, I need to know because I'm going to be a wife this year. Okay. So
Congratulations.
with that being said, we're going to come back and we're going to give y'all the secret sauce. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back after a couple of these quick messages. Be right back. Entrepreneurs, 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 and change makers. It is your time. A little birdie told me that many people are looking for fantastic videos to expand their reach and increase their revenue. You've come to the right place at the right time with the Lotus Richey Ignites team. We are going to make that video for you. And all you got to do is click the Calendly link below and schedule your appointment with us. And we will get you a video done to help you expand your reach and raise your revenue. So click the link below and let's go. I like that. Click the link below and let's go. Don't y'all like that?
Hi,
I like
busy
that.
women leaders.
Be right back.
I'm talking to you. Are you juggling your family, your business, your career, and your health? Afraid that if just one ball drops to the ground, everything could fall apart because everybody's looking at you. You're stressed and overwhelmed. You're looking for answers, for help that's real help, for solutions. I have Vibrant Life Solutions that can help you. I am Hillary Gooden, the Vibrant Life Coach, author, speaker, lymphologist, and pastor. I empower busy women leaders with strategies to reduce stress and anxiety while increasing energy, clarity of mind, better sleep, better health, and vitality. Oh yeah, and boost your immunity. If you are ready for that, you say, I need that in my life right now. Let's connect. You can reach me at www.hillarygooden.com. You can direct message me on Facebook or LinkedIn at Hillary Gooden. Or else if you would like to get on a free 20-minute strategy call, a clarity call, go to bit.ly/Hillary Gooden. That's bit.ly/Hillary Gooden. I absolutely believe you got the power to help your body, help you live a more vibrant life.
Shelly Dobo in the house. All right. Shelly Dobo in the house. So listen, we are super duper happy to have you back. And we're going to get right back into this thing. If you love what you're hearing from my guest, Mrs. Shelly Dobo, go ahead and put a number 4 in the comment block below because we getting ready to blow up the show even more because we getting ready to tiptoe into this book that she has written. We're going to give you some short kits. Some short kits. I love that. I need that in TikTok, y'all. Some short kits, right? Like shortcuts, short tips, right? But we're going to give you some tips, some practical ways to help you survive marriage. And so we're going to jump right into this and go right. First of all, what inspired you to write the book? I just want to know that because we know that you've been married a very long time.
Yes.
I won't say how long, but a very long time.
That's okay. 34, be 35 in June.
35 years. Shelly, that's longer than some people been alive, been on the planet, been breathing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I was inspired to write this book. Actually, I'll go back to my mom. My mom inspired me to write this book. I just wish she was here to see what I've done because I probably would have knocked her off her feet. No one. But she was a reader.
Oh, awesome. Yes. I think you told me about that.
Yes. And I think I shared that my mom read books every night, some form of a book before she closed her eyes.
Awesome.
And that's all I seen her do when she lay down. She was ready to read a book. She was reading a book or preparing to read a book. But I'm going to tell you the truth, Dr. Lotus. I did not know I was writing a book. I was diagnosed with cancer in 2017. Okay, wow. February the 23rd, 2017. And I was like, oh my goodness, what am I doing in my life? I ain't never been still in my life. My family will tell you that. I'm getting ready to sit down. Oh no, I can't sit down. So
I know that's right.
I can't sit down. I mean, I've always been a person who wanted to work or who needed to go to work or something. I'm not a person to sit down and do nothing. Never have been and never will be. So I went to the table one day and I started just typing. And I just kept going and I kept going. And I still didn't realize I was writing a book until one night I was laying in the bed and the Holy Spirit said, "Congratulations." And I'm like, "To what?" He said, "You're an author." Arthur? Arthur. So I had challenged. I was a very strong challenge for me to say that I am an author. And my girls kept saying, "Mama, when you write a book, you're an author." I said, "No, I just
Hello.
write." I've
I
been
know
keeping a
that's right.
journal all my life. I've been doing journals since 1991. I've been writing like every day something happened, good, bad, or ugly. So I was
Wow.
like, no, I have already been writing everything that I've been going through or experiencing or blah, blah, blah. So I am a writer. I am not an author. So finally when I said, "Shelly, you are." And I'm like, "Oh my God, this is crazy." So I really shocked myself to that. Okay.
Mhm.
That
Awesome.
was, yeah, that I ain't gonna, I'm not the type of person who say, "Honey, I'm an author." I still don't like to say I'm an author. I'm not the
Well,
type of person who brag. I'm not a bragger. So
well,
it
let
was
me
very
let me
hard for
let me
me to swallow.
yeah. Well, let me tell you this. Um, it's not bragging if you've done it. And honey, you've done it.
Oh,
So
thank you so
let's go
much.
right into this book because I want to, y'all, we're not going to be able to hit every topic, okay? But I want to go to some key things. And
Okay.
the first key thing is chapter 7,
Yes.
the shut up chapter.
Oh, I know it's strong. I know.
The shut up chapter.
Ooh.
Hold on, y'all, because the shut up chapter is interesting. Okay. But
Yes.
but but before we go there, y'all got to get this book. When you get the book, go to chapter 4 because she shared they are so simple, we make it
Make it
hard.
hard.
We make it
Yes.
hard. Things be so simple, we make it hard. So before we go to the shut up chapter, tell us a little bit about the things that are so easy, but we make it hard because you said on page 41, y'all, when you get your book, go to page 41. You said simplicity is the key to a successful relationship.
Yes.
Tell us about that on page 41. Simplicity is the key to a successful relationship.
Yes, it is. Because what we got to remember that if we can make things easy and solve a situation in an easy manner, that's simple. You don't want to make it so hard that the one or the other partner doesn't understand what you're
Right,
trying to say or what you're trying to do. You want to keep it so clear
right.
and so simple to
Mm-hmm,
the point, and
mm-hmm,
you could just be done with it. I speak about a lot of different ways about
mm-hmm,
making sure you keep situations you run into, unexpected situations you run into.
mm-hmm,
How can you make it
mm-hmm.
understanding, clear, and simple to solve that solution? And that's what I mean. Even in this book, I
Mhm.
speak. It's a lot to remember, but I do speak about the importance of keeping things simple, and so both will understand what you're trying to say to each other.
Awesome. Awesome. So let's go back to the shut up. Let's, when we was growing up, if you said shut up, who you telling to shut? Don't you tell me to shut up.
I
And a
know.
lot of times when we get into disagreements with people we
Yes.
love,
Yes.
some of us are quick to say shut up unless you've been popped in the mouth a couple of times for saying shut up. And then the word shut up don't really come and go. But
It's so
sometimes
strong.
we need to be quiet. So tell us about the shut up chapter.
Okay. I talk about I know shut up is pretty strong. It's a very strong word.
Mhm.
And my mother used to say this to us. Still a shut up, she would say, "Sit back, rest your mind for a minute.
Yes.
Sit back."
Yes.
Because what
Yes.
you need to do is think about it. because we forget that our emotions can be so on high when
Yes.
we're angry and when we want to speak something at that time.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not the time to speak. You should know your partner. You can
Yes.
look at him and tell, or he can look at you. It's vice versa. They should be able to know when they want to speak what's on their mind, or she should know when it's time to speak what is on her mind, because it is a time to speak. Sometimes it's good just to step back for a couple of days or whatever, and review your thoughts, analyze to make sure you can bring the tone better. So when you actually want to say what you have to speak, it won't be so hard to say it, because you didn't already just step back, got it together, so you can make sure you bring it in a peaceful manner.
Right.
And that's for him too. We want it too.
Right. Exactly.
It goes both ways.
Yep. So,
but we always just speak when it's not the time. You just speak from the top of your mouth. To speak from the top of the head, and that's not always good to do.
Exactly. So, if I may, I want to read an excerpt from page 81. You said, after 33 years of marriage, my husband and I have disagreed on countless issues, but we're still together.
That's right.
I am telling you, there is no possible way to remain married for so long without achieving growth.
Yes.
And that, the ability to just be quiet and rest your mind,
yes,
is a part of the growth process.
Yes, it is.
So can you tell us a little bit more about that growth? Because hold on, y'all, she gave us some secret sauce. And in the book, y'all think I'm playing, y'all excuse the marker, but here it says the secret. So see, I did some secret sauce. The secret shortcut to finding harmony is to monitor your mouth, because when he is mad, he is not going to hear what you are saying anyway. So can you talk about that? Because that's kind of like the peanut gallery when Linus and them be talking and the teacher be talking and all they hear is wah, 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 wah. So that's can correct. You tell us about that?
I mean, you hit it right on the point. Just like what I said in the book. He's not going to be able to hear when all you want to do is fight. And all you want to do is fuss.
Yep.
So he comes, or you come home from a hard day's work and he's ready to fight. You be like, really? I mean, you just cannot do that. You have to step back and say, hold on. We need to talk about this. We need to learn how to compromise and come to each other correct. And so when I talked about that part, I talked about that was the struggle that I had. We both, in my marriage, we didn't know how to approach each other. All the time we wanted to scream, at each other. And that's not going to solve anything. Somebody's still going to lay down and still be angry.
Right. And so, let me ask you this, because somebody's still going to lay down and still be angry. That right there is a bad place to be. Yes, when you're letting the sun go down on your anger.
Yes.
And you haven't changed it because sometimes you didn't want to be quiet in the moment and hear that person, or they didn't want to hear you. So for those of you that's listening in on this broadcast, I want to ask you a personal question. Yes, I'm going in for some secret sauce. Have you ever been in this position where you're in a relationship with either someone you're married to or someone you're in a long-term relationship with, and neither one of y'all wanted to be quiet, and so the sun went down on your anger and you took it to bed with you? Now, we grown and we're transparent here. Yes. If so, put a number 5 in the comment, because what I'm about to do is ask for some secret sauce from my friend Shelly Dobo of how to transition through those moments. Okay. So if this has happened to you, go ahead and put a number 5 in there. And Hillary, good to see you, Hillary. She said anger never solves anything. I agree. And we have Elizabeth Hope Brown. She's here with us tonight. She said communication is key, and you know that's a fact. And Erica, see, I love the transparency. That's what I'm talking about. Erica Johnson Mitchell said, yes, that's happened to me. She threw her 5 in there. Janelle threw her 5 in there. Hillary threw her 5 in there. And guess what? I got to throw my 5 in there because it's happened to me as well. And so I want to ask you, what would you say? And Miss Anna, thank you for throwing your 5 in there. I appreciate this transparency. Miss Ada, she threw her 5 in there. Let me ask you, Shelly, how did you maneuver through that? You know, have you ever gone to sleep and both of you been mad at each other?
It's a part. Yes, it's a part of growth in a marriage. See, when you start accepting, okay, one's issue, okay, and he starts accepting yours, and he feel like the issue that he feels that you have, because what we got to remember is that we don't have the ability to change no one. He doesn't have the ability to change me, and I don't have ability to change him. So now, how are we going to come together?
Yes.
Since we don't have that ability to change one another.
Yes.
But we do have the ability to bring the peace.
Woo!
So working on me was the key. So I had to say, okay, well, let me just work on myself. What can I do to make it better on this situation so he can see? Same thing that he had to say to himself. What can I do better, or what can I do to bring the peace in this situation so we can get through that path? That's why I call it shortcuts and practical ways. It's practical ways. It's practical. I can only speak of what I've been through, but that's what worked for me. I know him. He knows me. So how can I have to bring something to the table to bring the peace for him. He has to bring something to the table to bring peace to me. And that's how the path cuts. So people will say, there's a long road. No. It's not a long road. It's if you want the short road. I didn't already took the long road for you. So that's why I wrote the book. The short road is, how can I make a difference to this situation to make sure that this is a dead thing. This thing is dead and it's never going to come back alive again. Wow. That's what you have to do. And you have to work on yourself to do that. Practical ways of knowing yourself. You got to know yourself and what it takes for you to be that better person, to be that better wife, to be that better partner, whatever. You have to do what is best in your situation. And you know what that is. Yes. That's if you want it.
If you want it. Right. So, and I want to, I didn't mark this chapter off, but it came to my mind. You have a chapter where you're talking about falling out of love. So I don't want to forget that before we go. Okay. But this is what I want to ask people, because what it really boils down to at some point is, what are you bringing to the table? Because you just can't say it's all her fault. It's all his fault. What are you bringing to the table? Are you bringing peace because you have the ability to bring peace? Or are you bringing a whole bunch of stress in the wah, and they can't hear you because you bringing a lot of stress and mess? So I challenge you to write this down. I say note takers are money makers. What are you bringing to the table? Ask yourself that question. So that's before you start talking back,
that's good,
because they done ticked you off or you done ticked them off.
Yes.
Before you start talking back, ask yourself, what am I bringing to the table?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I heard you say that's good, but why is that good for us to ask ourselves, what are we bringing to the table? Because for me, it's a check-in. It's a check-in.
No,
Where am I?
Because if you don't, it's going to be an issue that will continue to live forever.
Yeah, amen, amen.
Yeah,
and
you gotta know. The point is what you bring into the table.
Yeah,
it's already agreed upon.
Yes,
it's already agreed upon. So, because when you come to the table, that means that, okay, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on that. Yes,
exactly.
But I need you to work on this. Okay, baby, I'll work on that. Okay.
Right.
Are you going to do this? Yeah, I'll do that. Well, are you going to do this? Yeah. That's coming to the table and bringing peace to the situation. That's coming to the table. And as long as you do your part, that's all that matters. Remember,
long as you do your
keep
part.
The ball. I talk about that in the book. Keep the ball in his court. Or he can throw the ball back on your court. And now what you going to do? Keep dribbling the ball? You're going to keep
Hello.
Or you going to solve it? We're supposed to be solved. We're supposed to solve the issue. That's
Amen. Amen. I like that. I like that. So look, we're going to take a quick break and we coming right back.
Okay.
We coming right back. And then we're going to go into, we're going to acknowledge our guests because we got a lot of comments and maybe some questions. I think I saw a couple of questions. So if you have a question that you want us to answer, I want you to go ahead and put the question in the comment block below because we already 10 minutes past the hour. And I so thank you, Shelly, for being here and sticking around. And look, folks, we coming back and we're going to explore 2 other quick chapters.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if I could talk her into doing a workshop for y'all too. I don't know what she's gonna say. Don't tell her I told y'all that, but when I come back, I'm gonna try to talk her. I'm gonna ask her. I can't talk her into it. I'm gonna ask her if she might do a workshop for all y'all that need this knowledge. And y'all got to go ahead and get this book. So when we come back, we're gonna talk about falling out of love. We got 3 chapters. We're gonna talk about chapter 8.
Temporary. It's
temporary. It's temporary. See, she already gave y'all the secret sauce. But then we're going to come back. We're going to talk about chapter 8, asking him or her for what he or she expects from you. I want to know how to ask and how do we have to be receptive to that? Because a lot of us are being told, hey, honey, I want this or I want that. But guess what? We're not paying attention and we're not receptive. So when we come back, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about chapter 8. And then we're going to move into chapter 12. And y'all do not want to miss chapter 12. So I'll be right back.
Thank you.
If you're an entrepreneur and you are ready to live the dream in 2021, well, come on and get on board with the visibility strategist herself, the CEO of Unity in Service, where people need people, the phenomenal Patricia Rogers, as she presents Entrepreneurs Living the Dream 2021. It's an online event that you don't want to miss. There will be several opportunities for public speakers, public TEDx speakers. You heard it right, public TEDx speakers. Starting on February 25th, 2021, June 24th, 2021, October 21st, 2021, April 22nd, 2021, and August 26th, 2021. You don't want to miss this. Get at her at info@patriciarogers.com, info@patriciarogers.com, where Unity in Service, where people need people. So we are back with my girl, Shelly Dobo. And I just want to get a little party going. Because this right here, y'all, this her song, y'all. Woo! Come on, y'all. Come on. If you just joining the show, I got my girl, Shelly Dobo, on the show, helping you find out how to survive your marriage. Now, we don't own the rights to this song, so credits goes out to our girl up there. She know y'all like that song, right? Y'all like that
Yes.
song. That's my girl Shelly Dobo song. Look, we
Yes.
don't have the rights to the music, but this is a special shout out to the queen herself. She is a queen, Miss Tina Marie. We thank you for giving to this world when you were here with us doing your square biz thing. And so if y'all like the song, go ahead and put a number 6 in the comment block below if you like that song. All right, so we're getting right back into it. And for those of you that just may be joining us, please come on in and get in where you fit in, because I always got room around my table for you, because you are on the Lotus Rashay Ignite Show, and we are talking about surviving marriage, and we want to bring inspiration to every nation. So listen, I got my girl Shelly Dobo here. She's from Dallas, Texas, by way of Missouri. Some of y'all say Missouri, but however you pronounce it, that's where she's from. She's an author, she's a songwriter, and she is a music producer. And now Shelly Dobo, she say, you know, Lotus, I don't really talk a whole lot, but listen, she's got something to say. And she's saying it here tonight as we talk about her wonderful book. This book is on Amazon. You need to get this book. This is called Shortcuts and Practical. Y'all see that word? Practical ways survive in marriage. And that's what we're talking about tonight, how you can survive it. And we talked about who she is, what she does, what inspired her, who inspired her. You know, she had to say her mom in there because her mom really inspired her. And she even talks about her mom in a couple of these chapters because her mom gives good advice. I need to get her mom on the show too. And definitely want to bring her daughter on the show. My girl, because she my girl now. Y'all just don't know. Zabretta, she my girl now. I got to get her on the show. So before we go, I gotta get Zabretta to show her beautiful face. Where's she at? Hey, what's going on? Hi. There you go. Look, thank you so much for helping your mom. You are just wonderful. So thank you so much. This is what family does to help family. So thank you so much. I want to welcome you to my show. I want to bring you back to my show. And talk to you because I know you fire.com. We ain't gonna tell the name of the show yet. But when we bring you back to the show, guess what? I'm gonna ask you to go into this book and pick out a chapter of this show, and we're gonna tell your mama to come in. Your earth, your glory, your mother, your guider, the person that lifts you up no matter what. We're gonna put her in the hot seat when you come to the show. And we're gonna ask you to go into the chapter.
Now. My favorite chapter is ego stroking, so I can tell you that one now.
Ego stroking? You ain't supposed to give it away on the show now. You gotta pick another one. All right, so you gotta pick a chapter. We're gonna put her in the hot seat. We're gonna get her in the show for 10 minutes and put her in the hot seat when you come on. But you cannot tell her what chapter we going in off the top. Oh, and by the way, Shelly Dobo, you won't be able to hold your book in your hand that night either. We're just gonna go off the top. We're just gonna be a bam. That's what we're talking about tonight, okay? And we're gonna put you in the hot seat.
He comes back and join in on when she does that whole thing, because that'll be great. Did you tell him about the promotion tonight?
No.
So,
but we gonna tell the promotion. So you go ahead and tell it, and I'm gonna put y'all on the huge so everybody can see your beautiful faces.
Okay.
All right, awesome. So the promotion tonight is if you sign up on realshellydobo.com, and I'm going to put it in the chat, and sign up to become a member, and the stamp of the date is today, you will receive 10% off your book. So you can come back and watch her be in a hot seat. How about that?
Woo-wee! What can I say? I love these ladies. They see, you got to get the book. So she gonna put it in the chat. You see, this is why we praising her. She's so on point. She's so on point.
Got to have girls. Got to have.
That's what I'm talking. All right. So she's gonna put it in the chat and make sure you get your 10% discount. And thank you so much for doing that for my viewers. If y'all appreciate that, put a 10 in the comment block. Put a 10 in the comment block. There we go, because I see a lot of folks putting in comments. Miss Z, hey, brother, what's going on? And she is saying it tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Erica said, yes, family. Jeanette said, Miss Z. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to get back to it. So let's take a couple of comments, and then we're going to get right back into what we talked about. Tammy Pace, she's been married for 35 years as well.
Okay.
And she
Congratulations.
she shared something. She said, and my husband will not argue. He said, you can't argue with yourself.
Oh,
Woo!
love it.
Woo!
Tell her that is so real, because that is something that it has to boil down to. Just walk away. I think I said it in the book. Just walk away.
Just
You
walk
can argue
away.
by yourself
That's
until
right.
you're ready to come to me. Yeah.
Yep. And Hillary said that the growth process is full of secret sauce. And I always tell people, go ahead, get your biscuit and get ready to sop up the secret sauce, because that's where the nutrients are.
That's
That's
right.
where the things that's going to make you grow and
That's
make
right.
you change. And we got so many fives coming in as well. That's going to help you
Yes.
get to where you're trying to go. And
That's
so
right.
that's super important. And Hillary said, we cannot change anyone but ourselves. She liked that you said that. So that's all right. I love that too. Nothing like peace is priceless. Go ahead with your bad self. I know that's right. So, and of course, see, Z be doing it. She put her 6 in. She was on the screen and still put her 6 in. And Hillary said, fancy footwork, dribble or pass the ball. That's right.
Yes.
Dribble or pass the ball. Okay,
Pass that
so
ball.
look, we got a bunch of 10s. They ready to hear more from you. And don't forget, go ahead and get your book. Get your 10%. You got to tell them you saw it on the show, on the Lotus Richey Ignite show. Now, we're about to get right, ignite, and take flight, because we got a couple of minutes left, and we want to get these 2 last questions in about these chapters. So chapter 8, let's talk about chapter 8. So
Yes.
chapter 8, you talked about asking him what he expects from you. And then, men, this is the same thing for you. You need to ask her, or whoever you're with, you need to ask your significant other what they expect of you. Why
Yes.
is that so important, Shelly? Why is that so important?
Oh my goodness. And this subject too is one of a subject that I had to really, this was one of the chapters, excuse me, that I really had to sit back and think about, because that is very important in a marriage, because one will walk around so angry about something you did not do. We can't read your mind, or she can't read his mind, because he expects something to be done. He expects you to cook, or I expect him to get my car fixed. I expect him, okay, the things that to repair some things around the house. There's expectations that are very strong, that really is important to handle while you even date. But I had to learn that, like, as I went through it. So all these things I'm speaking about, I had to go through it and learn. That's why I'm saying shortcuts, because I didn't done that, been there, done that for you. So expectations is the key, or what, knowing what he expects from you, and him knowing what you expect from him. So expectation is very important in a marriage. And they know you used to walking around thinking that he know. No, you need to tell him. All he needs to tell you. So it's important that expectation is the key of we making satisfaction to a situation that could easily be solved. Just do it. I can't hear you, Dr. Locust.
So you could solve your situation if you know what the other person is expecting and you know what you're expecting. Now, let me ask you this, because a lot of us don't tell the truth.
Ooh.
Don't tell the truth. We don't tell the truth about what we expect. A lot of us get into these relationships. Men do this too. We show up. we and nothing against weave and ponytails and all that, because many of us wear them. They look cute. I know I'll be looking cute.
Yeah. I do. Yeah, I like a ponytail.
And these false eyelashes and all that
got them
stuff
on. Got
we
them
be
on. Got them
doing
on.
there we go, to make ourselves look more presentable or more beautiful for what we image or what we imagine is beauty. But our mates already see us in many cases for who we are, and they accept us with and without all that. But sometimes we still like to hide behind all of that facade, and we don't come out and tell them who we really are, what we really expect. And so when we get into these relationships, whether you're married, long-term relationship or whatever, one day you wake up and you realize, oh my God, I don't even know this person. Who are you? What is your name? Why are you sitting at my breakfast table? Because we really wasn't honest with them to tell them who we really are and what our expectations are of them and of ourselves. So, Shelly, let me ask you this before we move on to the next chapter. What happens if we don't tell them in truth what we really need and want? Because I saw Tammy said earlier, she was saying something about how the Bible shares that we should come together and communicate. But if we're not communicating in truth, what good is it?
Well, I talked about that in the chapter 1, I believe. Communication is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the very first chapter I talked about. And I still go, yes. And I'm bouncing back. I'm bouncing back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Because love should outweigh anything.
Mm-hmm.
If he truly loves you and you truly love him, that love outweighs everything. So
Wow.
it doesn't. So if I like to get up and put on my lashes, okay, I wasn't putting on lashes, back when we were dating, no, because I didn't know how to put them on. But I'm funny too. I'll tell you, I'm funny. I didn't know how to put them on back then. If I did, I would definitely be wearing lashes.
Yeah.
So, but I think I think when it comes to that type of situation, it's about what you feel about yourself.
Exactly.
And he should be in agreement how you feel about you. This is how I feel good when I put my makeup on and do my hair, put my lipstick on or whatever. I feel good. That makes me feel good. He needs to accept that. That's my expectation is you accept that I like to beautify.
Whoa, wait, back up. I want you to say that again, and we're going to blow you up in the screen. Could you say that again?
My expectations, you're making me laugh. My expectations, okay, is for you to expect that I like to get up and put on my eyelashes, my makeup, and my lipstick, and do my hair. So that is my expectation that he needs to know of me, and that needs to be accepted.
Exactly. So let me tell you this, because Tanya put in a interesting comment. She said expectations set the tone for an honest relationship. If not, you are dealing with the representative. Oh my. Because the representative typically shows up on date night 1. The representative typically shows up in the first meeting.
Thank you.
The representative usually show up until later on, and then you find out that, like Hillary said, he might be wearing a man weave. Because come on, guys wear them too. Guys don't like to be bald. Many guys don't like to be bald. They might be wearing a man weave. Okay, so
but still, that's the dating. That's the dating. That's the dating part. That's the dating
part. And so check this out, though. At some point, the representative takes the back seat. And like Erica said, it will come out. And if you're not grounded, it can change your feelings. And these are key words. So thank you, Erica, for saying that. So you got to accept the person. I love that you said that. See, y'all, this is why she got to do a workshop.
You got to accept. If you don't, it just won't work. You got to accept who he is, and he's got to accept who you are. That's
exactly
a very important part of a long marriage. Acceptance.
Yes. And Erica also said,
you cannot change them. He cannot change you.
Amen. Erica said, yes, love is the glue. And Tammy said, you like to look good. Yes. And we all like to look good and feel good about ourselves. Because let's face it. Let's face it, everybody. When you get dressed up, you throw on your suit, your dress, whatever, your pumps, your hair, your lashes, your nails, whatever. Or if you all natural, you put your puff up there, you got your dreadlocks or your sister locks, whatever you got. Brothers, you got your hair cut and crisp and clean. You feeling good. You looking good. You feeling good. Here, I say that twice.
Yes,
you feeling good
yes,
because you looking good. But let me tell you what also put some fire there. When you go in the other room and your baby is in there and you step in there for the guys like Shaft and the music be playing in your head and you walk in the room, right? You know that Shaft music, right? Shaft. And you step in there and you smell right? And when you step in there and you smelling good, and your baby says,
yes,
hey, you looking good. You say, come here, let me smell you. Or you know, whatever the love of your life says to you. I'm sure that must make you feel good. So those of you that have a guy in your life that when he step in the room and he's smelling good, he like to hear that positivity from you, and you like to give that positivity, put a number 11 in the chat. Go ahead, put that number 11 in that chat. And then for you ladies, when you step in the room, you step what we got some 11s up in there.
Yes.
I got Gregory Taylor saying it's Pokemon money, baby. It's so good, it's Pokemon money. Gregory Taylor out of New Jersey. He put that in there. It's so good, it's like having Pokemon money. Oh my God. Go ahead, brother. I hear you. So look, I want to say this. Catherine Armstrong, good to see you. She said, but love should make you, hey, Catherine, should make you want to make some changes to please him or to please her, but yet not lose yourself. Because a lot of us lose ourselves because we don't accept the fact that we're okay just as we are. And that the person should love us, accept, and appreciate us as we are. So, Catherine, that's a very strong comment. So thank you for saying that. So I want you to expound on that, Shelly, while you can. Expound on that, please.
It is important. It is important because what you don't want to do is change for someone else and lose yourself. Because you're not going to be happy. You won't be happy. And we got to remember, whatever God made us, and the way God made us, that's who we are. And it needs to be, you need to receive that for yourself. And when you receive it, others will see. I believe they will see it. A man will see if you are happy within yourself. Even on when he takes you out, I talk about that in the book. Even when he takes you to a date or take you out or whatever, talking on the phone, they can tell if you are happy within yourself, because it comes from the inside out. That's why I feel. I totally agree with her.
All right, I love that. So thank you so much. So we going to one more scenario. Okay, hold on, wait. Dr. Margaret Fournier says, I broke my foot, but I still look good. The other foot had a shoe matching my dress. That's what I'm talking about. So no matter what state you're in,
Yes.
you gotta know that you look good. You got to feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I want to ask the men out there watching. Your other significant others, the ladies. I want to know. Tammy said, my husband can always tell if I'm happy or not. That's a good thing. That goes back to what you said, because that's the secret sauce of being together for a while. And Erica said, you got to love the skin you in. So let's talk about the skin we're in. And then we're going to talk about the last chapter we're going to talk about tonight before we close the show. So how many of you ladies and gentlemen out there, when your significant other steps in the room and she's looking all sexy, sassy, oh, so classy, she's smelling good, she looking good, skin all silky down, face beat down. For those of you that don't know what that means her makeup is done magnificently. Her hair is done magnificently. The nails are pow fire. So when she's stepping in there and she look like this, and she's saying this right here. All right. Go ahead. So when she feeling like she is every woman,
yes,
and she's smelling all good, what do you say? And when you smelling all good and you feeling all good, and your significant other looks at you and like, how does that make you feel? Does that make you feel like you walking on $1 million?
Oh, honey.
If that makes you feel fire, go ahead and put a number 12 in the comment block below. If you be feeling like when you walk in there, if you feel like you are every woman, when you walk in there, go ahead and put a number 12 in the comment block. Okay?
Yes.
All right, so I want to see who know they feeling good. They know they be looking good. They feeling right. Tammy said 12. Catherine said yes. Dr. Margaret said 13. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yes. So, now look, we don't own the rights to that song. That's by our lovely queen herself, every woman, Miss Whitney Houston. So
yes,
with that being said, if you, Ada said 12, Steve, 12. All right, Steve. That's what I'm talking about, Steve. Steve, like, look, baby, put a 12 in there for me. That's what I'm talking about. And then Ada put a 12 in for herself. That's what I'm talking about. Frank Johnson said, hello, sexy. I love me some you. That's all right.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Erica put her 12 in there. So listen, you've got to love the skin you're in. You've got to be willing to accept the person that you're with, and they have to accept you on both the great looking days, the not so great looking days, the broke toe, the surgery toe, the whatever and wherever you are in life. That's a part of the secret sauce. So we're gonna go right to the last chapter.
Okay.
I wanted to discuss before we go. Because this is going to hit home for a lot of people. Chapter 12.
Yes.
Chapter 12. Sometimes when the marriage is not going right and something happens, you talk about that too. See, that's why I like your book, because you didn't just put all the great stuff. You put something in there for people to look at and say, what if this happened to me?
Right. Exactly.
If in chapter 12 you discussing forgiving him or her, right? Can be a challenge. What made you share that? If they forgiving him for cheating can be a challenge, what made you share that? And then I want you to talk about what about that for men, because oftentimes men are vilified and they say, oh, men gonna cheat, that's what they do. But I don't believe that all
I
men
don't believe
cheat.
that.
A
Oh
lot
no,
of
I don't
men
believe
cheat,
that.
but a lot of women cheat.
Yeah,
So
vice
what
versa.
what what made you share that? And then let's go right to uh so what about the men when women or their significant others cheat on them? So let's go to that.
First,
Yep.
let me say this. When I was given that title for that chapter,
Mhm.
I was like, oh my goodness, how can I speak about something that I have never experienced? So I found that to be very challenging for me. It took me forever to get off this chapter. It took me
Mhm.
forever to even place my mind and wrap my mind of what is she feeling or what or he could be feeling if
Mhm.
someone was going through this type of situation. So I took it. So what I did is I kind of I reversed it. I was able to, I know a couple of couples that had witnessed the situation,
Right.
and I had to share my thought of
Mhm.
to bring peace to the situation. So that's how I started getting a lot of answers, or were
Mhm.
able to share what I thought how to overcome it.
Right. So
Okay.
so hold on, wait a minute. I got to stop you right there. So what you telling me is you did your homework. You was like the journalist. You went with your notepad and pen. Y'all, I told y'all note takers are money makers. So you went to the source of information and said, hey, let me talk to you for a minute. Can you shine some light on this so when I come to my readers, I come from a place of knowing, even though I may not know this personally in my own life, but I know friends, I know family members who've been through this and they didn't mind being transparent with you to tell you the real. Because see, you shared in chapter 12 on page 157, you said, as I mentioned in chapter 5, I like how you went back there too to
Thanks.
make people go back and read that. Time heals all pain. But
Wounds,
in the
yes.
meantime, okay, and that meantime could be really long. Living with pain is no game. But you did the research to find out the depths of the pain that people was feeling and how to maneuver and to be able to forgive as they forgave their partners. And some, I'm sure, stayed with their partners and some did not. So keep telling us about that. What did you uncover and how did it impact and inspire you?
Okay, what I uncovered when I was witness the situation, I always would say is so important because you have to forgive and forget. That takes dying inside. That you have to die. Let's get
Ooh,
real.
wow.
You have to die to that situation, meaning that you cannot bring that situation back up
Mm-hmm.
to be able to overcome. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
to lay in that forgiveness bed. Because if you don't, it won't work. So I mean, you won't forget what happened and what he did. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I know. I can't forget that he did that to me. But to be able to heal, you need to forget. It helps reference to it helps and it locks in the forgiveness. It locks it in.
Wow.
It locks it. It locks it like a lock, a hard drive. It locks it. Because you can't keep that sucker open. You can't keep that room open. Because it's always going to come back to the mind and you're going to always use it as an attack. And it will never die. It will
Wow.
never die. And I found powerful couples that I witnessed have went through that and they still together today. They are my heroes They are still together today. And sometimes I'll be wanting to ask, I haven't asked it yet, what made you stay? So many people we speak to will say, honey, I would have left him, honey. I wouldn't do that.
So look,
but
folks,
you got to be very careful
look
what you
here.
receive.
This is how you know that this is such a powerful broadcast. Because every time I bring fire on this platform with things that somebody needs to hear, almost every time the connection goes. Now, I've been having issues like you've been speaking, but you kind of been delayed, but I've been going. But see, I want you to say that again, because I went to put this in. The connection lock or the forgiveness locks it in. And soon as I put that in, we lost connection. Forgiveness locks it in.
Yes, it does. I apologize. I got to connect too.
Wow.
Forgiveness.
Wow.
Forgiveness locks it in. It's the lockbox.
So let me say this.
You're not going to be able. You're not going to be able, or you cannot take the chance to say, okay, you did this to me, or she did that to you, and you leave that room open. You can't leave it open. Forget the forgetting, close and it transferred it to forgiveness.
Yes.
And it locks it.
Yes.
Meaning that you have to die within yourself to let it go if you want it.
Yes.
That's what
if you want it.
As couples.
If you want it.
Do you really want this? Do you really want it? Because one can't say I want it, and the other one says I don't want it. No, you got to both want it. When you both want it, that automatically locks it in. It automatically locks it. Click, and hey, security.
Right. And you got it.
Y'all got the security code on it. It's locked in.
Yeah.
That's them type of marriages always bring fire to me, because through the fire, how they say, through the fire.
Through the fire.
Yeah, through the fire.
The limit to the wall.
Yeah, right.
Dr. Khan, y'all.
That's right. And you are going to go through that in marriages, no matter who you are.
Yep.
You're going to have that. It's a part of being married. But how can you make sure? Yeah. How can you make sure that when you get through that situation, that you're going to bring it in, and you're going to lock that forgiveness in so you can move forward? That's what takes you to victory street.
Yep.
Because you go through so much stuff that you had to learn through, that you was willing to hang on in there for. The good, the bad, the ugly, the ups and downs, the unexpected. Don't forget we do the unexpected too. The unexpected stuff that comes in marriage, that you be like, where'd that come from? What? All of a sudden, you could be kicking and slow jamming. And then the next minute, something come through, boom. Unexpected issue come. Okay.
Wow.
Now.
Wow.
Got to think about that code. Got to think about that code that you got. That's what I say is so important. When you have to release and let it go, forgive, and lock that forgiveness in, die to yourself, keep moving forward. If he is willing to do that and you are willing to do that, nobody can set you apart.
So let me share this with you. That's my girl, Shaka Khan.
That's my girl, Shaka Khan.
Through the fire.
How you know that's my girl?
That's what I'm talking about.
That's my girl.
That's my girl, Shaka Khan.
That's my girl.
So you got to know that you can go through the fire and win. You can go through the fire and really, really win.
Yeah,
and
like, a lot of them.
Yep. Tammy said you have to come together in order for your marriage to work. And now It's in your long-term relationships. If you're in a long-term relationship, but I want to trickle back to something you said and something that Catherine said. Catherine said you.
Uh-oh, I lost you.
See, this just happened again. This is the thing. I know somebody about to get a breakthrough because Catherine said, and this is the second time this happened. No one knows your breaking point but you. So if you out there and you dealing with this, maybe you're ready to have a breakthrough. Maybe walking away isn't the right choice. Maybe staying isn't the right choice. But you know your breaking point. Because before we came on the show, we had prayer. And we asked God to just send a message to whoever needed the message so that it could help them change whatever they needed in their life. And
Absolutely.
So this is how when stuff like this happens, this is why we keep coming back on. You know why? Because like Tammy said, you have to come together in order for it to work, because the Bible says until death do us part. But at the same time, there is a dying that has to take place. Okay. So if you decide to move away and let that die, sometimes you got to ask God for it, because now this is a horse of a different color. A lot of people are in marriages and they are suffering terrible abuse, mentally, physically, emotionally,
totally different.
and physically.
Totally
right.
Different.
There we go.
That's
so we're not telling you, we're not telling you to stay if you in that area.
Totally
okay. Right. We want to keep that,
Dr. Lotus, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me make this clear.
Yes.
Because I'm not here to argue with anyone or disagree. But when I wrote this book, I am speaking to couples. I am speaking to married couples. I am speaking to young women of today who want to be married. I am speaking to newlyweds. I am talking to partners. So I'm not talking about people who don't want it. This is not the book. So don't buy this book. If you want to argue with me, I am telling you, I wrote the book for ones who are already been in a relationship, who's in marriage, and who wants it. They gotta want it.
Yes, you gotta want it, and that's a decision that you gotta make. Yeah. I think it was, I want to say Peter Tosh said, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And so sometimes you got to die a little to get heaven in your relationship.
That's right.
And so, look, I tell you, we have had a remarkable time tonight. I told y'all she was going to bring the fire. I told y'all, if she brought the fire for y'all, put a 20 in the comment below. 10 for her and 10 for her husband. That's what I'm talking about. Catherine said the dying in the Bible is so you can live. Same process here. If you let the old die, then the new can grow and flourish. That's what I'm talking about. And we got some 20s coming in. So look, folks, we got 40. We got 40 in here. So listen, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and we are going to have our final words of wisdom. And I know y'all like, no, don't go. But I've had my guests on for almost 2 hours, y'all. For 2 hours. For 2 hours. Can you believe it? You got 30s in there as well. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. She's going to give us her final words of wisdom. I'll give you my final words of wisdom. And don't forget to get her book. Look in the link, right there in the link. Zeta Boo put it in there for you. So get the link and get your 10% discount on this book. I'm telling you, this book, and you said it so plain, for people that really want to stay together, for people that's really ready to do the work, for people that's not afraid of themselves and of learning their partner and learning themselves. This book is for you. For those of you that's about to get married, like Dr. Fournier, This book is for you. This book, even for those who know somebody that might be going through troubling times, this book is for you, maybe to give to them, for you to say, here, I found this book. See if it will bless you. This book is a book that a must read in 2021. A must read.
Amen.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you.
You heard it on the Lotus Rocher Ignite show. This is a must read. So you don't want to be without it. So with that being said, look in the comments, scroll up. You're going to see it. And I'm going to flash it up here again before the end of the show so you can grab that book, because it's a must read. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. So sit in your seat, hold on tight. I know you're ready to come back, because Shelly Boo is dynamite. We'll be right back.
Amen.
All right. We are back. And I am so happy to have Shelly Dobo Johnson on the show tonight. For those of you that missed the show, you definitely want to hit replay. We couldn't go over everything in the book, but we went through some very powerful chapters. I double dog dare you to get the book. The book will help to change your life, about the way you think, about the way you feel, and about how you can grow together as a couple. But not only as a couple, but even though you with somebody, if you read this book yourself, it's going to help you grow independently as well, because then you can go to your partner and say, hey, honey, maybe I was wrong about what I said, or I didn't let you speak when I should have really heard your heart. And so,
Yes.
folks, this book can help you in so many ways that you just don't know. And this is the fact. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know
Yes.
what we don't know. So you have shared just some light. You have over 30 years in marriage, got over 30 years in your profession, and of course you are the epitome of tenacity. You are the epitome of what it means to be humble and reach back to help people. Because you could have said, you know what, this is my book. I ain't sharing it. I'm keeping it. But you shared it from a heart space of love.
Yes.
So with that being said, I want to ask you, if you could, please go ahead and share. Please share how, again, they can get the book. And Zeta, put it up again, because I went back. We got so many comments, I couldn't get it back up on the screen. I want you to share again how they can get the book, what's coming up next, for you, and then go ahead and give them your final words of wisdom. You got the floor.
Okay. Thank you again. It has been absolutely wonderful. I have totally enjoyed myself. And thank you to everyone out there who is listening. You can purchase Shortcuts and Practical Ways to Survive Marriage. I am on Amazon. And like I said, I am going to do the 10% tonight. I love blessing. That's what I'm all about. I love blessing and helping people. So you were so on point, Dr. Lotus, about that. That is definitely me. So you can definitely get that on Amazon. And also, I want to say you can get it on, I think it's Google. No, I'm sorry. My website. I apologize. My website. You can also click on my website. Matter of fact, that's what I want you guys to do. If you get the book, go to therealshellydobo.com and sign up for the book there, so I can make sure that I'm going to be giving everyone who joined tonight their 10%. And I'm on all social platforms at Real Shelly Dobo. That's where I'm at. So what I wanted to say about the wisdom, wow, there's so much to say. But the first thing I wanted to say about it it's not about the number of years, guys. You've been married. It's about the solidarity of the reunion. That's really what it's about. If you can beat the trials and the tribulations, the obstacles, the unexpected situations that come, everything that comes against you or him in your relationship, believe me, you are a true couple and you guys are heroes. Okay, you stuck in there and you took, you fighted it out and you did it. So I just wanted to say that, number one. Then I want to say, just remember that marriage is not easy. It's just not easy. It's full of complications, tense, and it can be full of anger. It can bring situations that you didn't know that y'all would be in. But let me tell you, it can be the best experience that you have ever done in your life. It's a great journey. And the final destination, when you stay together and fight for your marriage and fight for each other, you will get to Victory Street. Victory Street, oh my goodness. I'll talk about Victory Street and how God just pours blessings upon you nonstop. Okay? He'd be like, you did it. Well done, my faithful servant of keeping your covenant with the one you love. And again, thank you so much. And I hope I get to share some more with you soon. And I am working on another book. And I will definitely come back on the show and share that. Thank you and good night.
She came through. She came through. She came through for you. So, folks, if you have had a fabulous time, make sure you get her book. We've put it here for you to go. Make sure you go there to her website. Go to www.realshellydobo.com. Get that book and make sure you know what's happening in chapter 15 when she comes back to the show. And so my final words of wisdom are these. Get the book. Get the book.
Thank you so much.
You don't have to struggle. You got someone with over 30 years. She is a professional. She's got her PhD in marriageology. Okay. So I said it here so that you know. And I want to thank each and every one of you. Look in the chat. Zabrina put it in there for you to make it easy. Go ahead and get it. Thank you so much for everybody that has joined the show from all over. We have people all over the world joining the show. So I want to just thank you. I hope this has inspired you. It has empowered you. And it has given you the ray of hope that you needed to keep on, keeping on in what you have been joined in your marriage, your partnership. Get the book. If you get the book, you're going to be hooked. That's what I'm going to say. So those are my words of wisdom. Check me out tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel at the Lotus Richey Ignite Show on tomorrow night when I have another person who's been married since Dirt, before Dirt was formed. My friend, Michelle Spence is coming. She's coming to the show. She's coming to the show, Michelle Spence Jones. Make sure you check out the show and make sure you come back because I'm bringing Shelly Boo Baby back to the show. And make sure you come because we're going to put Shelly Dobo back in the hot seat when she comes to the show. So, Shelly, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. And until next time, everybody, make sure that you ignite and take flight in every area of your life.
Yes.
Have a wonderful day, have a wonderful night, and have a great life. And let me tell you something that one of my family members over in the Philippines say, that remember, it's just a bad day. It's not a bad life. So from me to you, ignite and take flight in every area of your life. Good night.